Listen to me, my friend. Right now, I know your heart feels heavy. You wonder if the person who left will ever realize what they walked away from. You replay moments in your head, wishing things could go back to how they were. But I'm here to tell you something powerful. One day, that same person, the one who thought they were done with you, will come back. Not because you begged, not because you waited, but because you became someone they simply cannot replace. This isn't fantasy. This is reality. And when I explain why, you'll see exactly how and why they'll return, not just wanting you, but begging for you. So stay with me, because once you hear this truth, you'll never see breakups the same way again. The big reveal. Here's the truth most people will never tell you. Your ex doesn't come back because of desperate messages. They don't come back because you post quotes hoping they'll notice. They don't even come back because you wait around quietly, holding the door open. They come back for one reason only. Because energy does not beg. Energy attracts. And when your energy shifts, they feel it, whether you're in the same city or across the world. Think about it. When you're still stuck checking their profile, replaying old memories, secretly hoping for a text, that energy leaks out. It feels heavy, desperate, predictable. And predictable never pulls anyone in it, pushes them away. But the day you stop waiting, the day you stop living as if your life is on pause, something incredible happens. You stop being the old version they thought they could walk away from, and you become someone they never expected. And here's the twist. Humans are wired to chase what is new, what is different, what is unpredictable. When you flip your energy, you flip the script. One day, they'll feel it. They'll wake up and sense the difference. They'll realize you're no longer waiting, no longer orbiting around them, and that's when curiosity eats at them. They'll think, what changed? Why don't I feel their pull anymore? Who are they becoming? And that curiosity, that magnetic pull, is what brings them back. Not tricks, not games, not waiting, but your growth. That's why I call this a 100% guarantee. Because when you truly change inside, they cannot unfeel the version of you they once loved. And when they sense you're no longer available in the same way, they will return. The lighthouse metaphor. Picture this, my friend. You're standing on the edge of a cliff by the sea. The waves are crashing, the winds are wild, and ships are moving in every direction. Some pass close, some drift far away, and some disappear over the horizon. Now you have two choices. You can be a speedboat, racing after every passing ship, waving flags, honking horns, chasing desperately, hoping one of them turns back. But what happens? You get tired, you burn out, and still the ships keep sailing away. Or you can be the lighthouse, tall, bright, unshaken by the storms. You don't chase, you don't beg, you simply stand strong, letting your light shine into the darkness. And here's the thing, ships always remember the lighthouse. They may sail away thinking they'll find a better harbor. They may think the ocean will be easy to handle without you. But when the storms rise, and storms always come, they'll remember the one steady light they could always trust. That's you. When you stop chasing, you become unforgettable. You become the safe place they didn't value when they had it, but can't stop thinking about when it's gone. Because no matter how far they sail, no matter how many harbors they try, when the nights get dark and the waves get heavy, they will search for that light. And one day, they will return. Not because you chased them, but because your strength pulled them home. Psychology made simple. Let's talk about why this really works. Human beings are wired in a very simple way. We value what feels rare. We chase what feels uncertain. And we ignore what feels guaranteed. When you're always available, answering their calls instantly, liking their posts, waiting for their messages, you stop being exciting. You become predictable, and the brain gets bored with predictable. But the moment you step back, The moment you stop orbiting around them, the mind does something strange. It starts to wonder, where did they go? Why don't I feel their pull anymore? What changed? And that wondering, that curiosity is powerful, because people don't chase comfort, they chase mystery. Think about it. If you always leave your favorite song playing, eventually you tune it out. But if one day that song stops, suddenly you notice the silence, you crave it again. That's what happens with you. When your presence is predictable, it blends into the background. But when you shift, when you grow, when you pull your energy back, it unsettles them, and unsettled minds start chasing. Here's the bottom line. Attraction isn't about begging for attention. It's about creating contrast. When they feel the difference between life with you and life without you, the pull becomes unavoidable. That's why this is simple psychology. You don't have to do tricks, play games, or pretend to be someone you're not. You just have to stop giving them everything for free and let their own mind do the work for you. Identity shift for the audience. My friend, let me tell you something most people miss. The goal is not to get them back. The goal is to get you back. Because when they left, maybe you lost more than just a relationship. Maybe you lost your spark, your confidence, your peace. Maybe you forgot who you were before all of this pain. And that's where the real power begins. When you stop making your life about them and start making your life about you. Think about it. The moment you reclaim your peace, you start walking differently. The moment you remember your worth, your voice sounds stronger. The moment you choose yourself, you become magnetic without even trying. That's when something amazing happens. Their return stops being your mission and becomes the natural consequence of your growth. Because here's the truth. People are not drawn back to you when you wait for them. They are drawn back when you don't need them anymore. When you become whole again, when your light shines brighter than ever before, they can't ignore it. They feel it, they sense it, and it unsettles them in the best way. Because now they see you as someone new, someone stronger than they ever imagined. But here's the beauty. By then, you might not even want them back in the same way. Because the new you, the powerful, peaceful you, doesn't settle for being someone's option. You know your value, you know your worth, and you know you don't need anyone to complete you. Now, I don't just want you to hear this, I want you to claim it. Because the moment you claim something out loud, it starts to shape your identity. So right now, pause for just a second and type these 3 words in the comments. I choose myself. Don't just think it, write it. Because when you write it, you're not just leaving a comment, you're making a promise to yourself. And as you do it, you'll see other people writing the same thing. Look at the comments. You're not alone in this. Thousands of us are choosing ourselves today. This is more than a video, it's a movement. And if you felt even a spark of truth in what I said, hit that like button. Why? Because the more you engage, the more people like us get to hear this message, and the more lives are changed. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to Stoic Station. That way, you'll always have a steady stream of strength, wisdom, and calm to keep you moving forward on this journey. My friend, let me leave you with this truth. They may try to forget you. They may try to replace you, but they can't erase how you once made them feel, because real presence, real love, real connection leaves fingerprints on the soul. And fingerprints don't fade. That's why you don't need to beg. You don't need to chase. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone who walked away. Your only job is this. Keep living. Keep shining. Keep protecting your peace. Because the more you grow, the more the world will remind them of you. Every song, every laugh, every quiet moment, they'll feel the space where you once stood, and it will burn inside them. But here's the twist. By the time they finally wake up, by the time they realize what they lost, you may have already outgrown the version of yourself that once wanted them back. And that's the real power. You won't just be waiting to be chosen, you'll already be choosing yourself. So write this one last time in the comments. My peace is mine. Say it to yourself. Say it to the world. Say it until you believe it. Because when you live like your peace is sacred, you stop being an option. You become the standard. And trust me, when you reach that point, they won't just want to return. They'll beg for the chance. Stay strong. Stay calm. Stay unshakable. And I'll see you in the next part of this journey. If this message spoke to your heart, don't just leave quietly. Be part of this movement. First, hit that like button. Not just for me, but so this truth can reach thousands of other people who need to hear it right now. Second, subscribe to Stoic Station, because this is not the end. This is just the beginning of your journey back to strength, peace, and self-respect. Every week, I'm here to remind you of your power. And finally, share this video with someone who needs it. A friend, a brother, a sister, anyone who is hurting, who forgot their own worth. Because sometimes, one message is all it takes to change the entire story. And remember, when you type it, when you say it, when you live it, my peace is mine. That's the truth we're building this community on. So join us, stand with us, and let's rise together.